You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Let me start the news, but I got a quick phone call that you might be interested in.
What's that?
You know, we took bets yesterday on Morton Downey Jr. and how long he would survive.
Yeah.
The guy on the phone, his wife had the same problem as Morton Downey Jr., lung cancer, and he says he has some insight.
Ooh.
Just real quick. Okay, what's the score here, Don?
Hello.
Yeah.
Who's this?
It's Howard.
Howard, this is Don.
Yeah.
I'm out in Selden on Long Island.
All right.
I'm a great.
Right. We know your wife had the wife had the lung cancer.
Yeah. See, about October of '93, she was detected with a spot on her lung. So we went to the doctor, and after biopsy, it was a cancerous. So the doctor opted, being that she's only 56, well, there's better chances of survival if we take the lung out.
Right.
So they operated on her on December 8th, 1993.
Go ahead.
Okay. She came out of intensive care, and she was in a regular room, but things got so bad they put her back on a respirator. So for 64 days, she was in a hospital on a respirator. They knew all the while that her other lung, the one they left in there, was so bad that it was maybe 35-40% of capacity.
Right.
It would never sustain life without a respirator.
That's the same thing as Morton Downey.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you want an edge on this bet,
go ahead.
Well, the bet's already set.
Within 2 months, he'll be dead.
Yeah, I think Robin has set her thing a year from now. I thought that was way over, but...
Why did they take out the lung if...
Because it was spreading to her lymph nodes.
Ooh.
So they had to
let me ask you a question.
Now on the left side.
If she's on the respirator, let's say Morton's on a respirator, are we going to count that as him being alive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These doctors are ghouls.
Yeah.
When a guy goes, he goes.
And I hope the doctors keep him on that respirator
for a year?
until I win.
Would you give him a cut?
Howard,
yeah.
What happened with the respirator, once she's on the respirator, they had it down her throat for so many days, but after a prolonged period, they have to put it down your track.
Right, they got to put the hole in your throat.
Right.
Right.
And then things, instead of getting better, they got deteriorated. Like one thing at a time went on her body, like her kidney started going, and then after 60-something days...
Let me ask you a question.
Then she died of a heart attack, and they called it death by heart attack, by lung cancer.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
So how long did you wait to start dating?
About a year.
Really?
About a year. Not quite a year. I met an old girlfriend of mine from back 1955 before I got married.
And you got her right in the rack, right?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah. And what are you saying? Now you're hooked up with her?
Yeah. We're talking about, marriage.
Are you happier?
Pardon me?
Are you happier?
Oh, yes. Because things with my wife, the last year or so wasn't going that great anyway.
Right.
Because of,
You probably told him to take the respirator.
Can you pull this thing already? Were you waiting?
I love my wife.
Let me ask you something. I know you did. Were you waiting a year to date because you were upset or because you felt it looked better?
No, because I just felt like
Or you just couldn't get a girl?
I wanted to pack up from where I live, sell my house, move away and everything. I got so disgusted with life.
Right.
Because what it dealt me, I didn't think that was fair.
Right. Oh, you really did love your wife.
That. But it took me...
And you waited a year to get laid?
Pardon me?
You waited a year to get laid?
Well, not quite a year.
All right.
Yeah, but you weren't doing your wife when she was laying in the hospital.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Cancer.
Might as well. She's on the respirator. She can't fight back. She can't nag you.
Yeah, but there's
my wife talks too much anyway.
Hey, but there's no response there. You have to have a response in order to...
No, you don't. I don't get a response.
Oh, he doesn't care about that.
Let me tell you something. My wife barely moves during it.
You sound like a good man.
I was telling Robin the other day about my sex life. I said, I performed orally for about 20 minutes, and I'm so bad at it that I don't even think my wife moved. She appeared to be annoyed by it, and still requested the vibrator when I was done. So I am so bad at it. Because I said to Robin, don't you girls like that? And Robin goes, I could take it or leave it. Depends who's doing it. I said, I am so bad at it.
You know what the problem is? Whether it's a man or a woman, once they start, like a man goes to massage parlors, and even if he doesn't get laid, he gets off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know where he's going.
In other words, you're saying that you're talking about you're not satisfying your wife. She doesn't...
No, I'm saying that I performed a function that a lot of women...
He thought he was going to give her a treat.
I gave her a treat. I said, listen, honey, I'm going to do something to you I don't often do. Let me go. And she's like, no, not necessary. I do it, and I figure she's going to go wild, and I'm telling you.
Yeah, but
I think I'm in the wrong spot.
But Robin used to be a nurse, apparently, right?
Well, what does that qualify?
They don't teach us that.
Not to get too far off the subject, but to interject here, what you're saying about your wife and all that, here's the thing. Whether it's a man or woman, if they start getting artificially satisfied by whether it's
vibrator.
You ruined her with the vibrator.
I ruined her with the vibrator.
That's it.
Ah, well, that's a good point.
They're so used to that, they don't need the person.
Let me tell you something, Don. You're right.
They don't need the person.
You're right about that.
They get a machine, they plug it in.
I accused my wife of cheating on me the other night.
She probably is with the vibrator.
I know. I said, "Are you using this thing when I'm not around?" She goes, "No, I swear it. I don't even like it. Only unless you do it." And I go, "Yeah, right."
Your body gets used to that touch.
Yeah.
You lose the human touch.
Yeah, because I performed a function that most men don't like to do, and I'm doing it. I thought I was doing a good job, and she laying there like dead wood.
There is a way to do it well, and there's bad doing it.
Because I said to Robin, "What? Go ahead, ask."
Doesn't she? Do you communicate? Does she guide you? Or
No. It's all done telepathically. All done telekinetically.
So she didn't say anything except don't bother?
No, she just said I was doing it, and I saw she wasn't moving. So I'm trying, and I continued because I'm a guy who accepts a challenge. This was like climbing Mount Everest for me.
Right.
And I'm doing it, and for a non-athletic guy like myself, that's my Mount Everest. And I'm climbing, and I'm doing it, and going and nothing, no response whatsoever. And then I hear her go, "Oh, you think you're going to get the vibrator?"
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
That's a bad sign.
That's bad. And so, look, you know what? I suck at it.
Well, I'll tell you, if you've got somebody who's doing it badly, you do just sort of tolerate it until they stop.
I could tell she was totally annoyed.
But if you like I told you, I don't particularly care for it. But if you have somebody who does it really good, you care for it.
My wife's not that good at doing it either.
Well,
and,
maybe you two ought to stay out of that area.
I tell her what to do.
Something else then.
Watch some more.
I say, just kiss me there, kiss me. But, please, don't get too crazy. But I'll tell you, my wife would enjoy lung cancer more than she would my oral techniques.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, believe it or not. She would rather be laying there with a tube down her throat. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your wife, but it sounds like you waited a year to start dating.
I'm glad you're happy now.
There you go.
Yeah, it takes a while. But
me, I would date while my wife was in the coffin. I would actually be on top of it.
You bring your dates to the hospital to see.
Yeah, I would say, could you move her body over while her blowhole is feeding her oxygen so I can have sex?
But Howard, back to your buddy Morton Downey. Robin said a year, forget it.
He'll never make it.
If his lungs are that bad, if he pulls 2 months, he's going to be... And how old is this guy?
Hey, can I ask you? 61.
All right, my wife was 56, and this guy smokes constantly. She chain smokes. My wife smoked maybe a pack a day.
What about... let me ask you this. What are the odds... I have like 2 or 3 days after the operation, I believe.
For your
very rare, because they'll keep him alive on the respirator.
I see.
Try to pull him through.
All right, thank you.
Wait.
What?
So what was the total time from the operation? Was
64 days.
64 days, you guys.
64 days.
That's pretty close.
Who's in that ballpark?
Fred's pretty close.
Yep, I gave him 3 months.
Howard?
Yeah, that's pretty close.
She came out of the operation fine, they said. And she went into a regular room, and then for 4 days in the regular room, she couldn't even get out of the bed to go to 5 feet to the bathroom with like a tube from a oxygen tank just breathing on it. Yeah. She couldn't even use that, and they had to rush her back into intensive care.
Don, no offense, it's a terrible story, but this isn't the show ER. I've got to move on.
This is how it happened. So 64 days. You figure a year is too long. He'll never make a year if he's that bad.
Well, then Robin's out of luck, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see. I do have the other bet with Dominic that's pretty close.
Yes, I know you do. I encourage you.
With Dominic Barber?
Barber, yes.
Barber, the lawyer.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Don.
Okay, I'm
glad to see you.
One of your best fans.
Sorry to hear about your wife, and thank you for your advice.
All right, say hello to everybody.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Don says hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Don.
I just received a fax that says, Howard, how do you like working for that darky, Michael Jordan? Now, let me explain something. First of all, Michael Jordan, the basketball... Michael Jordan, the basketball player, is not the same Michael Jordan who owns Westinghouse. Or runs it. Right. And Michael Jordan is not a darky.
Oh, my.
Right.
Speaking of Michael Jordan...
Go ahead. Do the news. Yes.
Phil Graham, the coach of the Chicago Bulls, has re-signed. Or whatever his name is.
Is he the coach? Phil Jackson. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Phil Graham, Phil Jackson.
No, Phil Graham is your guy in the Senate.
I'm doing this without notes. I'm not looking at anything. Since you brought up Michael Jordan, I thought I'd do it now.
Well, it was a big mistake.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, Phil Jackson has re-signed with the Chicago Bulls. He's going to be making somewhere in the area of $2 million a year on this new contract. And that makes everybody in Chicago happy because it means Michael Jordan, the guy who doesn't own Westinghouse, who plays basketball, it makes it more likely that he's going to stay in Chicago because he said he wouldn't play for any coach but Phil Jackson.
Oh, good, because then there'll be more riots in Chicago. Not
they don't
here.
mind the riots.
Good.
Apparently.
Let's hear Phil Jackson.
Anyway, here is Phil Jackson.
And now Chicago can exhale and enjoy the championship. When Michael or Dennis get signed, we can again take a deep breath and exhale and enjoy what comes up next year because we've enjoyed this season.
He better hope those guys resign.
Well, Jordan is asking for somewhere
32?
in the area of $20 million a year.
Jeez. It's worth it.
And that's what everybody else says. He is worth it.
You know, unless you got to pay it. But this Phil Jackson is not a great coach, let's be honest.
Look at who he's got playing.
Yeah, I mean, you saw when Michael Jordan wasn't there. They didn't win. So, we know who the team is. Phil Jackson's an okay coach.
He's as good as anybody else.
Exactly. Give Michael Jordan a win.
You give anybody Michael Jordan, a guy who's a bad coach, could probably win. But Michael seems to want to play with him more than anybody else. He doesn't like anybody else, I guess.
No, because you don't know anybody else.
And Dennis Rodman seems to like him as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Dennis had also said he didn't want to play for the Bulls if Phil Jackson wasn't there. So now it looks like that whole team will return.
It sounds like Michael Jordan looks to Phil Jackson the way our general manager, Tom Chiasano, looks to Mel.
It could be that way.
Yes.
That's a wonderful way to describe it.
Right. It's a father-son relationship. God, Tom is embarrassing when he kisses ass. It's just so embarrassing to me.
I think it's sweet to see a man who cares about another man like that without it being a gay situation.
Yeah, who knows? Those two might be gay for each other. Well, I mean, Tom might be gay for Mel. I don't know about the other way around.
Mel seems to be straight, huh?
Yeah, as far as I know. I think Tom would perform sexual favors for the president of Infinity Broadcasting. I honest to God do. I think if he asked in a real, in a dire circumstance, Tom would come through for Mel.
Yeah?
Part of the job.
If they were cellmates?
Yeah. And
like Kiss of the Spider?
Yeah, and it was like, Mel was like 20 years in prison. Tom would do him. He'd come and visit him and press his breasts up against the glass.
Well, I do know that Mel often says that Tom is very, very attractive. He finds him an attractive man.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good sign. The whole company's falling apart. Where's Michael Jordan?
Does Michael Jordan know this?
Oh, my God.
A piano teacher severely beaten in New York Central Park is awake. The 32-year-old woman is out of her coma and started to communicate. She has been unconscious since the June 4th attack. A neurosurgeon tells the paper, the New York Times, the woman responded to simple questions with a nod or a shake of the head and mouthed her name on Wednesday.
Ironically, she's out of her coma and Fred isn't.
Well, he has something to live for, apparently.
Where is Eric?
He's not here.
He's with Tom.
Yesterday, she was moving her arms and legs.
That's nothing. The day before, she built a car engine. It's a sad story.
The doctors say this is a crucial step in her recovery, but it's too early to tell how far she'll come back to her previous pre-attack functions.
Right. Well,
Police have arrested a suspect in the case. He has since confessed to the beating and 3 other attacks on women, one of whom died.
Please, dear God, make him get the death penalty so our great Governor George S. Pataki can execute him. Thank you.
That is your fervent prayer?
Thank you.
Police suspect that a booby-trapped mail package that exploded in the hands of a Brooklyn real estate man was the work of a serial zip gun bomber who has struck 3 other times since 1982. So apparently in New York we have a serial bomber, mail bomber, who has been around for 14 years. They speculate in the paper today that he might be jealous because of all of these serial criminals who have been arrested over the last couple of days. We had this Royster character who was beating up the women and killed one, and then we had the Zodiac killer grabbed the other day. So he was losing attention, I guess. He was feeling jealous, according to these crime experts. And they say that's why he started a new attack of mail bombing.
I see.
The would-be victim, luckily, wasn't standing in the right place, so these 2 metal things that were rigged inside the bomb didn't hit him.
All these guys know how to make bombs. They're bright guys. That's the sad thing. They're misguided.
Well, it's interesting to look at the case history of this guy called the Zodiac Killer. He's now claiming, of course, that he's found God and he has been absolved of his sins.
Oh, he's going to find God once we kill him.
Yeah, he can actually go meet him.
Yeah, that's the way to meet God.
They say in the Post, they had one of the criminals who was in jail with him. They say that the other criminals were taunting him. You know, the criminals in jail, they look at the guy like that and they go, hey, you're not so big. How come you get to be the Zodiac Killer? So they're saying, hey, put him in my cell. I'll show him who he can harm. And they were pelting him with food.
Good.
And taunting him in general, trying to get him to talk about his crimes, but he sat in his cell quietly, stayed calm, and read his Bible.
A lot of the prisoners listen to my show. Feel free to pelt him as much as you want. Take care of him.
I find it funny that they think they have a right to taunt him. What are they in jail for?
Right.
They're no better.
That's right.
Anyway, his sister says that they have had a rather violent relationship. You know, he was first caught because he shot his sister in the back and then wound up in a shootout with police. He claims that his sister was bringing home boys who dealt drugs, and he didn't like that. And he was trying to get the drug dealers out of the house when he shot his sister. However, the police have charged the boyfriend in the case and say he was working in concert with the Zodiac Killer. So who knows what's going on there. But anyway, the sister says she's glad that they caught him, and she hopes he never gets out. But who knows what's going on there. They'll continue the... Several prosecutors in several boroughs in New York are preparing cases for the grand jury. So far, this Heriberto Zeta has only been charged with weapons.
Heriberto.
And being in a shootout with police. He hasn't been charged in the Zodiac killings yet.
I hear a name like Heriberto, and I would have charged him 5 years ago. You know he's guilty. Heriberto. How many executives you know with the name Heriberto?
None.
All right.
Dr. Jack Kevorkian continues to push his advocacy of assisted suicide, and now he plans to add organ donation to his activities.
Really?
Branching out. That's what I like.
I mean, he'll kill them by taking their organs out.
He attended his third death in 10 days last night. He's on a roll. His lawyer says Kevorkian and other doctors assisted in the suicide of an Ohio woman who was in extreme pain from a progressive neurological disease. Police in Pontiac, Michigan are now investigating. At the same time, Kevorkian's lawyers say that in the future, Kevorkian plans to give patients the options to make their organs available for transplanting. He refused to say how soon this might be attempted. So he's going to approach these people, they're terminal, they got a disease, and say, well, would you like me to send your organs off to somebody else once I knock you off?
That's a nice thing to do. I've thought this through. I'm for the Kevorkian. Let me tell you,
You're for the Kevorkian?
Yeah. There's a lot of old people who really are in a lot of pain. Let them go. These doctors are ghouls. It's like this guy who just called us. Says his wife got lung cancer, and the doctors kept her alive for 64 days with a tube down her throat. She was completely in a coma. She was really dead. And they keep him alive because you know what?
This is not who Kevorkian is treated.
Well, I'm saying he can't get to them. If he could get in the hospital, he'd do it. Kevorkian is just cleaning house and helping these people out of their pain. Now, someone like me, I want to hold on as long as I can, hope for a miracle. Because I know there ain't no life after death. I'm going to be sitting in a box the rest of my days getting eaten by worms, and I'm not looking forward to it. But a lot of people are in a lot of pain, people dying of cancer, AIDS, this kind of thing, and they want to check off the planet. Want to ease their pain.
Or their families are tired of dealing with it.
Exactly.
Oh, Howard. So you were going to say?
I'm for the Kevorkian.
All right.
I'm for it. Listen, why not? If someone wants to go, let him go.
Yankees pitcher Dwight Gooden put a loaded gun to his head the day after his drug-related suspension from baseball in 1994.
Why you got to bring that up?
Well, he's talking about it now because he's been approached about doing a movie of his life. Nobody ever knew that Dwight got so down after that suspension, but he said he was sitting in a room with a gun to his head, and he was having an argument with himself.
Oh, that must have been funny. in that wacky English he speaks. Really little longer than that. No, you didn't, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you did.
I'm sure he understands himself.
You know, he's like, do you think he spoke out loud? Like, you know, hey, man, what you doing, man? What you want? Who won the argument?
Well, his wife came in and broke it up.
Oh, she broke it up? Did he get violent? Hey, man, shut your mouth. I ain't gonna shut my mouth. You shut your mouth, man.
Wouldn't you call it violent if he was holding a gun on him?
Yeah, man. Put down the gun. No. God damn it. I'm not putting it down. I'll have you arrested. I don't want you, Jan. You will. Yeah, I would too, man.
He says the argument was...
You can't kill me. I'm Dwight Gooden.
I ought to just end it all. And the other side of him was saying, no, you ought to stay here and be a man and take your punishment and...
You ought to stay here, man.
Continue to meet your responsibilities
with
your wife and kids.
Come on, man. Don't kill yourself. Hey, I got to... Yeah, man. All right.
So anyway, his wife came in and stopped the whole thing. And
who you in here arguing with, Dwight? Who? Myself.
So he went and got himself help, and he's on the comeback trail. But he says if he did a movie, it would not be for the money. It would be to show the downside of drug use.
Sure.
And he said that downside is pretty ugly.
So when the wife came in, who did she talk to? Evil Dwight or good Dwight?
She started screaming.
I see. At both of them.
I think in horror at the sight of a gun to her husband's head.
I see.
A Spring Valley woman has been arrested for the death of a baby girl who was found in a trash bin back in February.
Who will play Dwight Gooden? Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson? In that scene where they argue with each other? It's like two guys.
This is a part big enough for two people.
Yeah. Man. You talk about me? Oh, man. I want to see that argument. They'll clean it up for TV. He'll be like, I'm not going to kill myself. Yes, I am.
Oh, he'll speak perfect.
Yeah, right. They'll mess it all up. That's how Hollywood does.
Spring Valley police say this 43-year-old woman was arrested at 8:30 yesterday morning. She's been indicted on 2 counts of second-degree murder. A DNA test proved that she was the mother of the baby.
Oh. So sad.
They say that the baby was strangled and smothered. This newborn girl was found dead, wrapped in a jacket with its umbilical cord still attached. Whew. So apparently she had the baby, smothered it, strangled it, threw it away.
Nice.
So much for that maternal instinct you always talk about.
Yeah, it's not there on that woman.
I heard another story. I forget where this one was, but a mother who claimed that somebody had come in and attacked her children. She has now been charged with stabbing both of them to death.
Wow.
And a judge has sent the man known as the king of deadbeat dads back to jail.
You're kidding. The guy we had on the show? Or a different guy?
After he told her that his cab driving job did not pay enough to put a dent in his $642,000 child support debt.
I don't think that's the guy we had on the show, is it?
No, it was Jeffrey Nichols.
Oh, yeah? He's back in jail?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, but he's tried everything. First he was an Avon salesman.
Right.
Now he was driving a cab.
Wow. Yeah, we had the king of the deadbeat dads on here.
He says he earns only the minimum wage. He's going to try to get out of paying that parental or child support as much as he can. He just doesn't want to do it.
Right.
That's all there is to it. I guess eventually they'll leave him alone because you just can't make him do it.
Right.
He was jailed for 3.5 months for failing to pay up any of the debt to his former wife for their 3 children. Then he was freed in December and told to get a real job. The judge apparently is not satisfied that he's done that. So back in jail he is.
Yeah, he was an Avon lady.
Yeah. That apparently didn't work out for him.
He won the world's record, the world's hairiest Avon lady. I got to take a break.
All right. When we come back, we'll talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger's new movie.
Okay, great. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. 97.1 The Eagle. The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
What about Arnold's new movie, Raman?
Eraser opens today. Here's Arnold saying that he knows what his audience likes.
He does. He does.
The audience demands that. When they see Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie, then they say this is going to be a spectacle. So if you give them anything less than that, they're going to go home dissatisfied.
He's a pisser, man. Same rap, you know?
I know.
He's programmed like a robot.
What else does he have to say? I just love to hear him talk.
We all know that summer's very, very tough to come out with a movie. You have to have a real big event. You have to have a big picture, a strong picture, an exciting picture, and we have all that.
Yeah, he's a great promotion guy.
We have all that.
Yeah, we have all that. I know what I want in that picture. I want to see Vanessa Williams naked.
Well, I don't think you have that.
Yeah, that's what his audience over here wants. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like his action films.
Yep.
But, you know,
anyway.
that voice, you know in the back of my head, like, oh, look how I conquered you people. So easy. You're so weak.
It's so funny to me, because that accent never gets any less thick.
It's such a slap in the face of everyone in Hollywood that he is like the biggest box office attraction.
In fact,
and he can barely speak.
John told me the other day he was at a screening of the movie, and Sylvester Stallone was sitting behind him.
Yeah.
So Sly has to come and watch what Arnold does.
That's right.
It's really funny.
What else?
So anyway, here's a clip of the movie Eraser.
Are you hurt? Are you bleeding?
I don't think so. Are they following us?
No. Just calm down. You're going to be fine.
I'm not going to be fine. Look, they just tried to kill me.
Lee, you're alive. And I'll keep you that way.
He's a pisser.
Wow.
Sounds perfect.
Oh, goodness. And there's all these festivals going on this summer. There's the Horde Festival. There's Lollapalooza.
You're a very beautiful woman, but you do not look black. What are you, Octoroon? Please help me. Help me. I mean, you look almost white, but you're a little bit dark. What is the story? Please, they're trying to kill me. Don't get upset. I'll help you.
What accent are you doing?
I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, you were saying the Horde Festival.
There's the Horde Festival. There's
What
Lollapalooza.
accent? Doing Arnold. Isn't that his accent?
No.
Oh.
That was your
Sounded
father,
like...
I think.
Oh, what are you doing? Go ahead. You were saying the Horde Festival.
Lollapalooza. And now there's something called the Further Festival.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to.
It starts this weekend. It's headlined by the bands of 2 former Grateful Dead members.
Oh, that must be really boring.
Here is
Mickey
Hart to talk about why his group Mystery Box and Bob Weir's group Rat Dog.
Mystery Box. What does Robin have between her legs?
Will both be touring along with Hot Tuna and unofficial Dead member Bruce Hornsby this summer.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? And what life is all about. And it's sort of a very positive message, you know. Grateful Dead no more, but we're going further. There's life after the Grateful Dead, and Grateful Dead was about life. So let's go on together, you know, and make music and have good times and ritualize, just like we did last summer. Oh, Jerry won't be there, but Spirit will.
Those guys make enough money that they can retire.
I'm sure they did, but
they really want to keep
they don't want to stay home.
They don't. Man.
They got to go out there. And, you know, they want all those deadheads, you know, to come out in their vans and, you know, do that whole thing again.
Except they probably won't. So my theory is those guys all have ugly wives, and you just got to get the hell out of the house. You know, it's like, Jesus.
Quick, read some songs.
Anything else, Robin?
Bosnia, they did something special. Luciano Pavarotti got a bunch of rock and rollers together, along with, I guess, some classical music artists. And they all combined their talents to raise money for, you know, children who were injured or hurt or left homeless in that war-torn country. So here's a little sample. The last time out, Luciano made a record out of it and sold a bunch of copies. So here's a little bit of what went on. Here's Eric Clapton and Luciano Pavarotti.
That fatso wants to help somebody. Let him help his wife and go back with her.
Well, he gave her a bunch of money.
Yeah.
When my hands no longer play, my voice is still I feel.
Oh, get out of here. What happened to Eric Clapton, man? Didn't he used to be cool? Don't these guys know children hate opera? Isn't it funny? Like, Luciano Pavarotti is supposed to be like the greatest singer in the world, but he can only sing that opera. He can't sing anything
adapt.
else. No.
He hears something else, he's still singing opera.
Right. Completely out of tune.
Like, do you hear the music, Lujan?
Yeah, he sounds like he's singing. He sounds like I sing, all right? Let's be honest.
All out of tune, off time.
That has to be a practical joke.
Nope, they sold that record, actually.
To who?
I don't know, but a lot of people bought it.
If hungry kids are waiting to be fed from that record, they're going to be hungry a long time.
And finally this morning...
Yes. Sorry, I have throat cancer.
Yes, DJ?
Yeah. Go ahead, yes.
George Martin is now Sir George Martin, the man who produced all those Beatles albums. Received a knighthood from Queen Elizabeth II.
I don't care. He sat there while the Beatles created and hit the record button.
Yeah,
and he's a sir.
He kept the levels right.
And what about the Beatles being sirs?
Well, this is what George Martin says. He always thought that Paul would get it first. So he was quite surprised that his came through and Paul's hasn't yet. Here he is.
Everyone was saying that Paul was going to get knighthood, and of course I knew that I was going to, and I was rather relieved that he was getting one. First of all, he deserved it much more than I do, and secondly, I think that...
Robin deserves it before you do.
If he got his knighthood, the heat would be off me, but it wasn't to be.
Scott the engineer should be knighted before you.
So he got it, but he says Paul McCartney was thrilled for him.
He rang me on Friday afternoon saying he was knocked out and he was so good, so glad about it.
Who's next, Yoko?
And the other
Sir Yoko.
And also were very pleased about it, which is very nice. And Paul was very magnanimous considering that he should have had one, I think.
Yeah. Shut up! Sounds like a real rock and roll guy.
He's very funny because he doesn't even remember the other guys' names. The other two were also very happy.
The other two. Is that what he said, the other two?
The other two. They were happy, too.
Arrogant bastard.
There you go.
Thank you, Robin. Gina Lee Nolan will be hosting an hour-long special, the 50th anniversary of the Bikini. It airs on USA Network July 5th and 7th. Jackie Penthouse Marlin, 78 historical minutes of CD or cassette. That's right, historical. It takes you back all through Jackie's career.
It's like the 50 years of Jackie.
Yeah, you hear this, you'll understand him. The Wild Sergeant Pecker. It's a great album. $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. Merger special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Tomorrow night, June 22. Go see Jackie live at the Sterling Room. It's going to be fun. A Saturday night. What else you got to do? Believe me, nothing. You're probably like Sylvester Stallone. You're looking for something to do. In Greenwood Lake, New York, with the Jake Thomas Band. For information, visit JackieJokeman.com on the web. Saturday, King Norris returns to Jay Mallory's in Clawson, New Jersey. And don't miss Stuttering John hosting the first annual Club Paradise Beauty Contest this Saturday night. June 22, Las Vegas, Nevada. Show starts at 9 p.m. And don't miss Steve the Gorilla hosting the Hooters Bikini Contest on Monday, June 24 from 8 to 10 on Highland Boulevard in Staten Island. Also, Scott the Engineer. If you're planning a wedding or party, you need a DJ, call Scott. Rocket Entertainment, 718-BAG-5040. We'll see you tomorrow.
Come in.